This is Rockin' with J-Man. It's with Ray and Michael, the best of friends. Now, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your band name, so let me know how to say it. Let me know how to say it.
So, go ahead.
It's Migliori Amici and Company. So if you take the I's in there and you pronounce them like long E's, Migliori Amici and Company. It's Italian.
It's Italian? Yeah, I know it means best of friends. What made you guys go with that?
We had, when we started the band, it was just me, him, and also a keyboard player of ours and the bass player. Everybody was Italian. So I said, hey, it's like, and it's all friends of ours that we grew up with, that we all played together. And I said, hey, what about, and we're all like best of friends. And I said, hey, what is that in Italian? Since we're all Italian, it was Migliori Amici. And I said, hey, why don't we just go with that? And Ray was like, yeah, let's do that. So that's how that happened.
Yeah, it seems like the modern way of writing a hook for a song and the modern way of naming your band is like make people work to find it. So that fit into that. It's just like everybody's like whatever, porcupine tree. What's the other one? Pineapple thief.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I think it's a modern generation thing, even with like pop songs, and it seems like you have to work to sing along. It used to be 2 words when we were kids, help, help, you need, and now it's like, I had a boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend who lived in somewhere in February of it's like, so I don't know, it seems like everybody's listening and watching everything with a phone in their hand and Googling all the time or Shazamming, so.
Mike, I know you're a drummer and a singer, but are you more of a producer?
I'm kind of all around, drummer, singer, producer. I do other people's records too, as producing their stuff, but I sing on their stuff and play on their stuff too. So kind of, wear all the hats.
And Ray, you're quite the guitar player, but I have to ask, what makes you want to be a hired gun?
The money. Wanting to like eat. It's the hired gun thing is just if you're not a band thing. At one point, I guess when I was working for Drive, she said, and Deano, I mean, they basically hired me. I was a guy who wanted to be a rock star in a band like everybody else, but it was just like, well, if somebody wants to pay me, and I always wanted to be a composer too anyway. So it's just really a matter of practical. You get to a certain age and, it's just like, well, I wasn't in Guns N' Roses at 21. So I guess if I can make a living playing the guitar, and plus I like to do a lot of different styles, which normally if you're in one band, you kind of get a little bit, when I first worked with Deano, I was actually afraid that I would get categorized as a metal guitar player, which I didn't even consider myself as being a metal guitar player, really. But I said, wow, I don't really want to just be that guy. I do so many other things. So
yeah, exactly. Same thing with me. I was afraid of getting labeled too heavy of a rock player back in the day with a lot of the bands I was doing. And then once you do that, something like that good, those kind of genre bands hear you and want you to do their stuff, and then you kind of like never get out of that. Sometimes you always end up doing the same style, but so it's good to be a studio guy. You get so many different opportunities to do different kinds of stuff.
So this project of yours was formed during the lockdown, is that right?
Yep.
And it is a super group of guest stars, but you two are the main guys, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's really our band, and we just had our.
Well, I wouldn't even call it. Yeah,
it's
not band is not even the right word, because it's more of a project, and it was more of an opportunity. With the lockdown, it was an opportunity to work with a lot of people that that might have been too busy or on the road to do it with, and also like us, that as for hire guys, we tend to always be playing what's necessary for the artist, what's necessary for the producer, or whatever genre it may be in. And we wanted to also do something that was just, hey, whatever the hell we want to do.
So
That's what
we
we
have
do.
our own freedom to do what we wanted to do because it's our own project. So
Yeah. So it was, so the lockdown actually gave us the opportunity to get all these people who would normally be on the road and do something that we didn't have to listen to anybody dictate what to play. So it was that type of thing, and they gravitated to what it became musically,
right.
you know,
Hmm.
prog rock, or an instrumental rock, or I mean, so many people, with fusion in there, but the easiest thing to call it was, prog rock, only because there's actually a niche market for prog rock. There's no, if you say instrumental rock, it's kind of like, there's no magazine called instrumental rock. It's just like, okay, so call it prog rock. It's kind of proggy, and it's it's a niche market for sure. And we appreciate to someone like, as young as you are, that you're actually into that. I mean, that's like, you're an exceptional young human being there.
Yeah.
I mean, that you're listening to that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
I know it's a real mind blower now.
Yeah.
Were there any artists that you wanted that you couldn't get to?
Not really.
Yeah.
Everybody that we wanted, we got, but that we worked with before over the years. That these are all people that are friends that we've worked with since we were younger, and we still work to this day with. So it was kind of an easy fit. We just got who we thought would fit the song right, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was even like, they're all friends. So it was just like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You want to play on a track? Okay. I mean, it wasn't like we were going after anybody. It was just like, it was just like our friends,
Yeah.
like calling them up. What are
Guys-
you doing?
Guys we work with all the time. So it's
What are you doing on Friday? You want to play on a track?
Mike, why didn't you ask Joey Belladonna and Ace Frehley?
well, I mean, I didn't need them on a track for anything, and we weren't using any vocals on the track. So, I haven't spoken to Joey in a while. I haven't spoken to Ace in a while. And I know Alex works with Ace still, but I wasn't really looking for, obviously, the guitar is covered with Ray. And I didn't have any vocals, so I didn't really need
Yeah.
either of those guys for anything.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, these are guys that we worked with, but the album's called Best of Friends. The people on the record are actually like people we hang out with and see on a regular basis.
Right.
And so it wasn't like, it wasn't like Ace. You remember, we actually rehearsed with Ace once. Remember me? And
Yeah,
you?
I mean, I've worked with Ace over the years quite a bit,
But,
but I mean, it wasn't right for this record. It's a little different style, and it really didn't need him to play guitar on it or him to sing on it. So that's why I didn't ask him. We just got the guys that we thought were necessary for each song.
No, I don't even, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, like I said, we just called up people. It wasn't
Yeah,
like,
we just
we
called
didn't even,
people we know all the time. It was a no-brainer.
yeah, it wasn't even like a lot. Well, who would be, be like, yeah, let's get this guy. You want to play on a track? Which one? I don't know. Yeah, let's get him. What are we doing on Friday?
Yeah.
It was really not, it wasn't thought about as being like, well, let's get a guy so we could have a name on the record. It wasn't that at all. I mean, it was just people, it was our friends that were also sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah, the record was really like a labor of love for us. It was just something to do that we did. It wasn't who we could get on it. It was just happens to be the people that we got on it happen to be our friends that happen to be well-known players that are great players. Just kind of worked out that way because we all work in the same circle.
Ray, why didn't you get Paul on this?
Well, it's not like you could just call Paul up and, Well, first of all, it's instrumental. I
Right.
mean, it was an instrumental record. That was one thing that was by design, that we were just kind of players on. Once you deal with singers, you're also, you're dealing with writing lyrics, and writing lyrics is probably the toughest thing. And if I'm going to sit down, for me personally, if I'm going to sit down and write lyrics or a lyrical song, it's going to be a pop song. It's going to be something that I can shop or place in a film, or place with an artist or something. To actually put, I wasn't ready to put the blood and guts of writing lyrics into a prog record. It just wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't
Just
what I was going to
Really
do.
all instrumental. We didn't even think about doing lyrics on this
Yeah.
record particularly.
I mean, Mark could have brought Peter Gabriel in. I mean, screw Paul Diano, get Peter Gabriel. Sorry, all you Maiden fans out there, early Maiden.
How is Nee doing?
What's that?
How is Nee doing?
Nee?
I'm not sure.
I don't know who that is.
Are you guys doing a big tour?
No,
No, I
no.
haven't planned on it as of yet.
What's the best venue you guys ever played?
Well, as individuals, or, I mean, obviously this project was a studio project, I mean, I'd say the best venue I played was Wembley Arena. And
I've played some large, venues with Jefferson Starship. We played, some big seat places. Can't think of in particular the biggest one, but they were all pretty, some are garden size, pretty good size.
And what's the worst? Have you guys have any like things that you don't want to talk, like worse ones?
yeah, everybody's got worse ones.
Oh, the worst gig we ever did? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the worst place. Yeah, worst place you ever played. The bowling alley in Carmel. I don't know.
Oh, there's
You
some
know.
bad one. Hey, you're talking to guys who've been playing a long time, man. There's a lot of bad gigs in there. Yeah, no, there's a couple ones that can't really pin them out, but yeah, there's good and bad ones all the time. They're all pretty good though.
Yeah, it depends on if you mean like the venue, the people.
Yeah.
I mean, I did in Bon Jovi's hometown. What was that place in Sayreville? And I remember, I mean, it holds like 2,000 people, and it was a winter night. It was snowing, and there was like 6 people in like a 2,000 seat. I mean, that's pretty like
That's pretty bad.
uninspiring.
Ever have a crazy interaction with a fan?
Many.
Yeah, I've had some funky ones. They're all 99%. They're all very, very nice. People are almost afraid to come up to you, and you think like, are they mad at me or something? And you realize they're just afraid to come up to you, and then it always turns out to be a nice interaction. Usually, fans are really what makes you who you are. If you don't have fans, then you're really just another can of beans on the shelf. So, pretty much, we never really have a problem.
Yeah, I had a few people track me down that I never, just by my name on a road case. And it's like, and then track. I mean, now it's easy with the internet, but pre-internet, and then you start getting like stalkers. Well, how did you even find out where I lived?
Yeah.
Well, I know I have a friend at the DMV. Okay, thanks a lot.
What is your favorite memory from playing the show?
Favorite memory? There was this girl once with these.
I've had some nice times where you go play at a big show and you think like, I hope they remember the name. I hope they're really digging the band, or they remember us. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the song, there's the whole audience is singing your song, and you're like, wow, that's a nice memory for me. To think like they really they do love you. They really know who you are, and you really, that's like a shocker. I love that. That's a really great feeling to know that the audience is really participating in your stuff and really like it. That's a nice memory.
Yeah, for me, it was like the hot chick in the front row showing up at backstage after the show.
is your worst?
Oh, I can't think of.
Well,
the worst.
the worst, well, I mean, I have like a worst kind of story. No, I wouldn't say it was the worst, but it was upsetting. I was on tour in Germany, and the sound man kept telling me that my guitar sounded like bees buzzing. And I was like, I don't understand, it sounds great on stage, and then the next night, it was the first night in Germany, and then the next night, the same thing. And then the third night, we were actually with, what's his name? In Hanover, Scorpions guitar player.
Michael Schenker.
No, the
Uh,
Rudy. Oh God.
uh,
Anyway, so we went. We took my rig into the dressing room, and it sounded great. We tweaked some of the delays and things like that, and then we went back out. And I said, "What? Oh no, same problem. Sound like bees buzzing." I was like, "What?" And then so finally we got to Berlin, and I did something that you never should do, but I had to do it. Was I gave my guitar to the guitar tech, and I went out to the front of the house, and I decided to show the front of house mixer what was wrong. So I went out there, and you should never do that because that just pisses people off. But and I said, okay. So he put up the sound, and I was like, oh my God, that's what people have been listening to for the last 3 nights in Germany. That sound, it's horrible. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I said, well, wait a minute. I said, it sounds great on stage. Pull the fader down. Pull the fader down. We're about 150 feet from the stage. I said, that's a good guitar sound right there. I said, the high end is down a little bit because we're 150 feet away, but it's something on your end, dude. Like, it's not my rig. And so it turned out to be, no, it was bad microphones. But we didn't, what happened was we didn't have an issue in England with the same sound guy in the same desk. But the German, when we got to Germany, we got the German crew, and they put the same mics on my amp. Like in England, it was just like, what, throw the 57, which 57, that didn't matter. When we got to Germany, they would use, they were very like, okay, we will put the same mic on the same. So every night I got the same 2 mics on it, and I got the same. So they switched out the mics at that point. And in Berlin, we had a great show. But see, I didn't know any of that. So it was kind of, I was just like getting, my rig sounds great on stage. I mean, I don't know what's going on. So that was really annoying.
Yeah. Quite the story.
Yeah. And then there was a girl in the Astoria in London that I had her in the dressing room, but
no, next question.
What's next for you?
What's next?
Well,
Geez.
we're both just working with other artists, producing stuff. That's, our livelihood. So we've been just doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm working on a show with my girlfriend. She's Japanese dancer, and we're working on this whole shred guitar with taiko and shamisen, and we have people interested in putting it in Vegas. So that's my thing, apart from the everyday, guitar for hire or producer for hire kind of thing.
How do my followers follow you?
How do your followers follow us? Well, unfortunately, we're counting on you to get us on TikTok. Okay, do you do TikTok? We don't. We're on. We do have a YouTube channel
and Facebook,
and we have a Facebook page, and we've got 3 videos. Actually, we wanted to make sure we said that.
Yeah, we have 3 videos on YouTube, so you can go on there and put in Migliori Amici and Company, and you'll see the 3 videos. We have Sick Shit, Sun, and Glasgow Real is 3 videos. So you can check us out on that.
Yeah, so really Facebook and YouTube, Well, we have an Instagram too, but that's not really caught on yet. But that's about as far as we're getting. And we have, Dave, is basically doing promotion for us. So
Yeah, Vanity Music.
we're counting on him, but he's old school. So we're counting on you for like the young crowd. Do you have a young audience, or is it mixed age? I guess it's probably mixed age, right?
A little bit mixed age. No.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. You
That's
turn your crowd onto like the good music.
Yep.
Do you guys have any cool merch?
Not as of yet. We got CDs. If anybody's
Is that merch?
interested, I guess that's sort of merch.
That might be merch now.
Yeah.
No, we don't have anything yet. We're still waiting. I guess. Well, really, we've just been so busy.
Yeah.
Michael directed it. I mean, doing the videos was like a big time thing. And
That took a lot of time. I mean, shirts may be in the future if we, get enough popularity.
Yeah, we probably should do some shirts, even, at some point, shirts. And what else would be cool merch?
Shirts, hoodies, hats.
Hoodie. Okay, cool.
Possible.
But since you guys have CDs, could you hook a boy up maybe? Could you hook a brother up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we can hook a brother up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have Dave send you something out. I mean, Dave should have sent you.
You still have a CD player?
No. Well, you don't have a CD player. That's got to be handed down to you. I don't think, right? Your dad probably has a CD player.
And for other people, we're on all the platforms too. If you got to go to Spotify or iTunes or Amazon or anything, we're on everything also.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them that.
Oh, and I'm just letting our fans know.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they all know that. I mean, we're the old guys in the room. They like to go, yeah, you got it in vinyl. Okay.
Why'd you have to? You were like, don't tell him that. You didn't have to tell him that, bro. Like, why did you tell him that? You're like,
I don't know. That's because we're good friends. We can like get on each other.
Yeah.
It's called ball breaking.
yeah.
Nowadays they call it bullying.
That really
Sorry.
is true though. Fun question time. You're on death row and it's time for your final meal. What's on the menu?
Lasagna. But it's got to be like my mom's lasagna. It can't be like one of those. If I'm death row, if I'm in Kentucky, maybe not lasagna.
Kentucky Fried Chicken because it's fresher there.
Yeah. So yeah, I would go with lasagna, but it would have to probably be. Well, they don't do death row in New York. Well, where would it be? Where are you located?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, so you're a New Yorker. Okay.
So Buffalo Burger is what you want.
Buffalo burger, maybe a nice PK burger. But again, if I was on death row and I was in England, well, nah, that's not a fair question. It would be nothing. It would be just like, no, thanks, I'll pass.
It's an irrelevant question because I'm never going to death row. This record's too good and I'm not going. Just kidding.
It's a fun question.
No, I know, I'm kidding. I don't know. Got me. I guess anything.
Good lasagna. That would be I just with sausage in it. But not in Kentucky. You can't get like Italian sausage in Kentucky.
Don't die in Kentucky, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to a prison out of state.
Or Texas. Okay. What else you got? You got another fun question?
Yeah. How are you guys gonna go out? How are you guys gonna go out?
Like guy wise?
Yeah, like how? Yeah. You gotta choose your.
I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
I don't know, man. I'm just
Guitar in hand, drumsticks.
So
I think we're past the point of that. I was talking. I forget who I was talking to, but it came up a couple of times in the last few weeks. It's just like people that were when they were younger. They were like, I never thought I would make it to 30. I thought I would like you said, go out, before I wasn't going to live to be 30. And I was like, I never thought like that. I never thought like, I'm that crazy that I'm going to be. dead by 30 or 40.
That's what you were asking, right? We were just kidding. You were really asking that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what you, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's no no, he's just still got a lot of music to make and a lot of fun to have. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going out playing music.
Going out in old age, I guess.
Okay.
Like the Rolling Stones.
Well, it's like a prison. You can only get like a poison shot, the electric chair, gas chamber,
Oh, is that what you mean?
That's what I was
or a
thinking.
firing squad. I would choose the firing squad.
You would choose a firing squad.
What if you choke on that lasagna?
Hey,
That'd be
it's
how
your
we-
way. Hey, you go your way. You go your way.
I don't know. What the hell would you, what are the choices nowadays? Again, that would depend on where you were, how they do it, right? I would say give me the,
You need this.
I would just sneak me like a lethal injection. Maybe.
Yeah, I said go to sleep that
Give
way.
me the lethal injection. I don't want to be firing squad. You'd be
Stop.
like pissing in my
Wow,
pants before.
But this interview took an ugly turn, didn't it?
This is no. How would you kill the person? No. I don't
That was
know
a great-
who would choose.
That guy's planning on dying. Oh, wow.
I don't know about that one, man. I would like to live, but yeah. If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
Superpower. I would want X-ray vision.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. That sounds good. X-ray vision sounds
X-ray
pretty
vision.
good.
Or the ability
Super
to
strength or
breathe
something?
underwater.
So Aquaman.
I would like that, to breathe underwater. But then again, I could just go scuba diving.
Maybe super strength or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. What's yours? Who's your favorite? I'm trying to think. I mean, I like Iron Man. He was always my favorite. And then now that they're making good movies,
So super smart.
Downey Jr. was a good Iron Man. But when I was a kid, Iron Man.
Yeah,
was my
who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero probably is Batman or like Iron Man. It's probably Spider-Man. Probably Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is cool.
He is the man.
Batman, you could always make the argument that, is he really a superpower? He has got no powers.
Is he a bat or is he a man?
No, he just got gadgets, right?
But he's like
got,
super smart though.
He's pretty good.
yeah, or the guy, did he make the gadgets or did the butler make the gadgets?
No,
he made him.
He made him?
Yeah. But Spider-Man's pretty badass.
Yeah, no, Spider-Man is good. They just keep changing the actor that plays him.
But
But yeah,
Batman.
no, Batman too. Actually, yeah. The whole comic book thing has gotten a little out of hand with the movies. It's like every movie now is from a comic. DC, Marvel, some comics I never heard of. Whatever happened to the Muhammad Ali comic? You remember that?
No.
There was one, yeah.
Yeah, they do like Muhammad Ali versus Superman stuff. And like
Yes, they did. Yeah, yeah.
Muhammad Ali actually won.
Wow.
I don't remember, but I remember finding that comic book in a. We used to rehearse in the real estate, and at the end of the night we would go out and go through the people's desks, and we found a Muhammad Ali. I think it was Muhammad Ali versus Superman. I think that's exactly right.
Pretty impressive.
Let's say you could choose any song ever written by any band, and you can change that song where you were the one who wrote it and it was your song. What song would it be and why?
Wait, say that again. So if we could write if
You could pick any song that was written that you wish you wrote.
okay, is that what you mean? That I wish I wrote?
Yeah, like let's say you could choose any song ever written by any band, and you can change that song where you were the one who wrote it and it was your song. What song would it be and why?
Wow, there's so many that.
I'll take The Long and Winding Road by the
Whoa.
Beatles.
That's a good one.
Because I like that song. I love that song. It's a great song. I wish I wrote that song. That's a great song.
Imagine.
And the reason I say that is because it makes me feel great when I listen to that song. It gives me a great feeling.
I would say right now, what's coming to mind is "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish.
Mhm.
Oh my. Well, you would be like the most popular person right now then.
That's
Well, that's what I meant. I meant Billy Eilish. No, I'm just kidding.
No, no.
I know.
I'm finish up now.
"Supper's Ready" by Genesis. I know. I don't know. That's a tough question. But I'll stick with Billie Eilish for now because that is a great song. Or even here's even actually a great song, "New Rules" by Dua Lipa.
Uh-huh. Huh.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm just going into the last few years right now, trying
Scatterbrain by Jeff Beck. But
to.
it's a little.
Because we ended as lovers, but that was written by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
But I'll go with the bigger money one, and I
Yeah.
might as
big
well.
one. Yeah. All right, we'll go for the money then.
Yesterday.
Yeah, like all
Yes. They made a couple.
imagine all the royalties off of a Beatles song or like a Billie Eilish song. That's
Oh
why,
yeah.
yeah, just imagine like all they're still like millionaires. They're still getting money from that song.
Yeah.
Like one
You're
of
not-
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big money.
Yeah.
But I like that song as well. Besides the money.
Yeah.
It's a great song. Long and Winding Road. Just does it for me. Great song.
Yeah, well, no, the Bad Guy does it for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, thank you for being on my show. Hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of these shows. It's been a pleasure speaking with you two, and you two have a nice night.
You
All
too.
right.
Thank you very much for having me.
us. And we'll have Dave get you that CD.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. Could you sign it?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
nice
good
night.
one. You too.
You too.
Peace.
Bye.